Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha. Ever since I had that delicious cinnamon toast crunch choco taco, I can still taste it. Now I've got cinnamon toast crunch on the brain. I just bought a whole box of cinnamon toast crunch and it is a beautiful box. Might I add, the artwork, it's a gorgeous box. It's a gorgeous product. So yeah, I'm gonna make a cinnamon toast crunch cake. Layers of vanilla cinnamon swirl cake, and then we're just gonna have a bunch of cereal all throughout the cake with the crunch and the buttercream. Okay. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. I think a lot of y'all just like see my videos pop up in the recommended and you're like, oh, let me check it out, but you don't press the subscribe button. What in the world? That's all I've got to say about it. You have to press on the subscribe button. You must. You've had a bite of cake from outside. Come in the house and have a full slice. What's going on? So also press on the notification bell when you do subscribe so that you're notified. And then we can get started, okay? Let's go. So here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using for my cinnamon toast crunch cake. This is a box cake recipe, what a lot of you guys asked for, because apparently many of you have stocked up on your box cake mixes. The only thing that I'm going to do differently that is not stated on the back, I'm just going to add some extra vanilla because the vanilla and cinnamon go hand in hand. So I'm going to mix all of those ingredients together. And then I'm going to pour about a half cup to 3/4 of a cup of that batter into a separate bowl or measuring cup that I already used. Why waste dishes, you know? And I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 heaping tablespoons of cinnamon. And we need this to not only taste like cinnamon, but look significantly darker in color. So make sure that it does not look like a vanilla cake with a little bit of cinnamon. Then I'm gonna take some of my cinnamon toast crunch and put that in a baggie and crush it up till I have fine crumbs. And now begins the cinnamon swirl magic. It's very simple. I'm going to do intense layers of vanilla cake, and then some of that cinnamon cake batter, then a little bit of vanilla batter, and then some cinnamon toast crunch crumbs, and then more cinnamon, and then more vanilla, and then more cinnamon. You know, it just keeps going and going and going until I have used all of my batter up. You know, you can swirl it, but I just feel like there is no need to actually swirl the colors together. It did a pretty good job, and I don't want it to look like a marble cake. I want every bite to be either vanilla or cinnamon. So for that reason alone, I'm not going to actually swirl it with a toothpick or a spoon. I'm just going to layer it dollop by dollop, sprinkle by sprinkle. Just layer till your little heart can't layer anymore. This is going to bake for a very long time actually, just because I have it in such a small pan. That was that whole box in a 5-inch pan. So it took me about 35 to 40 minutes to bake thoroughly, but you can follow the directions on your box. This is the key here. I'm going to make a quick caramel or a dulce de leche. I'm just taking some sweetened condensed milk and I'm going to cook it down. Just cook it down slowly. I do have a video on how to make that and I can leave it in the description below. So when your cake completely cools, oh my goodness, you can do 2 layers. I wanted a tall, small cake, so I'm gonna torte this cake into 4 layers. Can we say cinnamon swirl? It literally looks like a piece of cinnamon toast crunch. I have here some simple syrup, only about a tablespoon, and then the rest of that is milk. We want to give it that cereal milky flavor. It's gonna taste like cereal milk. Also have some vanilla buttercream. I have my dulce de leche, which is looking great and ready to go, and of course my cinnamon toast crunch. All right, you ready for this? We're going to start off with our sweet cereal milk, if you will. And this is going to keep the cake moist, and it actually adds a wonderful flavor. And now we're going to do a thin layer. You can do a thick layer, but I only used what I had. A thin layer of my caramel. It's almost like the caramel brings out the cinnamon flavor. Then we're going to do a thick layer of vanilla frosting. You can also do whipped cream frosting. Make sure that it is a stabilized whipped cream. And if you need that recipe, I'll leave that in the description also. Then we're going to do crunchy bits of that cereal. As you can see, I have a glove on one hand. That is my cereal hand. That is what I'm going to be using to crunch it up. I could have just used those crumbs, but I actually want to have different sized pieces of cereal when I take a bite into that cake. We're going to keep on layering cereal milk or simple syrup milk, whatever you want to call it, and then that caramel or the dulce de leche, then some vanilla buttercream or whipped cream, it's up to you, and then some of that cinnamon toast crunch. Oh my goodness. When everything is stacked, I'm going to crumb coat my cake. It looks messy now, but it's going to be cute in the end. And then I let that chill for about 20 minutes in the refrigerator. And now I can do my final layer of frosting. I was not worried about making it look absolutely perfect, just because this is kind of milk and cereal. That's my whole vision here. I just wanted to look somewhat rustic. And I'm not just saying that because I ran out of frosting. No, I actually had loads of frosting, but I made the conscious decision to make it look kind of rustic. I have to involve the milk in my cereal cake, right? This is white chocolate ganache, just equal parts of white chocolate and heavy cream. I melted it down together, and then I let it cool so that it wouldn't actually melt my frosting, and drizzled that down the cake. I have a piping bag with a large star piping tip, and I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon in there because I do want a cinnamon swirl. This is all about cinnamon swirl. And as I pipe my buttercream onto the cake, I was so pleased to see just that one little strand of cinnamon. Just a little taste so that you don't forget what kind of cake you were eating. I'm going to fill the center with some of my cinnamon toast crunch, and you can even put cereal in between. I ended up taking that off because I was like, why, you know? But why not? Hey, it's your cake. We're gonna also make a cereal border, something simple and cute. Then one last drizzle of milk, aka white chocolate ganache. I don't know, should I have left that cereal in between all of the dollops? What do you guys think? Grab your spoon, grab your glass of milk, make sure it's ice cold. You can dig all the way into this cake. This is one of the best cakes I've ever had in my life of existence. And I'm not just saying that. Every bite of this cake is like biting into the most decadent cereal toast crunch situation that you've ever experienced in your life. The caramel with the cinnamon and the vanilla, and then the frosting, which is like milk. Oh, mamacita, you have no idea. Anywho, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Couture in a cinnamon toast crunch cake. Bye, guys. Tell me this doesn't look drool worthy. Don't drool, because that would be like, uh-oh. The Cake Needs to Comment of the day is going to go to Sweet Life Design. On that Choco Taco video, she said, now I want some Choco Tacos. Runs to the store. I hope you put that mask on nice and tight when you do. I hope that you get the waffle bowls and not the actual already made Choco Tacos. The recipe that I share in the video is so much better. Thank you so much for commenting. I hope that you enjoyed that video. If you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. But if you want to stick out like the queen or king that you are, put hashtag Cake Needs to Comments or Cake Needs to if you're a guy. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Once again, make sure that you're subscribed. I can't say it enough. Bye, guys. Your cereal, it's true. Ooh, ooh. Your cereal, it's true.